What's up, you guys? What's going on, y'all? You guys, I'm back with another video. And in this video, what I want to talk about is acceptance. A lot of people have a problem with accepting what has happened, what has taken place with the narcissist. And it comes a time where you have to be in full acceptance of all the things that you've been through in order to get to the healing process. You know, you have to accept the fact that you got fooled. You were duped and manipulated. You have to accept the fact that the person that you dealt with, this individual, never loved you, never cared about you, never respected you or valued you. You know, you have to accept the fact that you never really loved them, but you love the mask or the facade. You love the illusion that they presented to you since day one. You have to accept the fact that you did your best and no one could have done better. The problem was not you. You have to accept the fact that you deserve better because you are human and you have rights. You're not a monkey in anybody's harem. You know, you have to start regaining everything back by working on yourself. Otherwise, no one will do that for you. If you don't bring yourself up, no one will be able to bring you up. This has to happen with you and you only. Take it as you are on a drug, right? You are on a drug abuse rehab, okay? The moment you give up your feelings, you're back to square one. And all of the effort will be gone and vanished while you are halfway getting clean and sober. You have to accept the fact that you don't need revenge because that will only hurt you, not them. Revenge will make you no different than they are. You know, with that, they would turn to you. They would turn you into them, basically. They're soul-sucking vampires. Accept the fact that you are a mature person in this whole entire thing. You were trauma bonded. You know, and this is how it is, y'all. A lot of people have issues with accepting what has happened. You know, it's really nothing you can do about it. Y'all, some people are so devastated that when they realize that they went in a charade. And you know, a lot of times all you can really do is just go no contact. You know, get rid of everything the narcissist ever given you. Anything that's associated with the narcissist, just get rid of it. You know, because this is a part of accepting what has happened. You know, you were attached to something that was never real. And that's the thing. And I know it's hard, you guys, to accept the fact that these things has happened to you. You were dealing with somebody who was totally fooling you. And it was never really real because of all the things that they've done to you within the love bombing stage. I know I was there. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are there as well, where it's hard accepting that this individual never loved you. But it's true. And it's a long road ahead. You know, the passage of time is one thing that heals all of this. Because when you're severely trauma bonded, you're attached to the narcissist. Lots of people still contact the narcissist repeatedly. You know, you're tearing holes in any chance of recovery when you do that. You know, no contact is no contact is no contact. This is how it has to be. You know, it will quicken your change back into yourself. No matter what else you think you find that works, time and no contact is imminent, you guys. You find yourself pining for the narcissist. It's stages you have to go through, and it will not be easy. You know, this is how it has to be. You know, lots of people have issues with this. Going through the crying stage, the depression stage, y'all, it's just wasted energy once the discard happens. You know, you have to encourage yourself to do all that you can to get to your healing stage, because it's so many different things that takes place. And just when you think you're healed, a lot of times you find out that you're not. Acceptance is a really big deal. And I know everyone says no contact and, you know, go cold turkey. But A lot of times people go back to the narcissist. And y'all, this is stages as well until you're strong enough to never go back. You have to wean yourself away from the narcissist. This helps a lot. And I recommend this route to those who can't seem to just stay away from the narcissist. You don't tell them what you're doing, but in your heart and your mind, you just detach gradually while still in their presence if you have to. And this makes a huge difference. It makes a really huge difference for those of you who can't just go no contact. In the process of being around the narcissist, for those of you who are still around the narcissist, you have to gradually wean yourself away. You have to figure out that you're addicted to this individual. And you have to treat this addiction like no other one. You'll start feeling your power coming back. You will start feeling strong. You have to bail yourself out of this situation. And I know, like I said, it's easier said than done. You're human. You're going to miss the fun times you have with the narcissist. You're going to miss the smiles and the laughter. But you must know that the fun was only a facade. The smiles a lie, and the laughter was diabolical. Knowing that doesn't make you miss them any less. I understand that. But you have to get rid of text messages and get rid of pictures and realize that the situationship that you were in was absolutely nothing. And your heart is going to ache when you realize this individual was not who you thought they were to be. This is how it works, y'all. You have to realize that it was all a facade. People tell me all the time how they miss the narcissist. But you have to purposely go through your phone, delete all these things that you thought was real, because it was never real. A lot of times people blank out all the bad and try to recall all the good, while others do the opposite. You have to force yourself to think of the bad things, all the physical abuse, if you endured physical abuse, all the lies, the cheating, the bullying, the belittling, the way they made you feel stupid and called you demeaning names. The person that you were dealing with was a fictional character. They don't exist. And this is what will keep you strong and keep you away from the narcissist. You see, the recovery of trauma bonding starts with the realization that you love their initial version, who is a dream come true. They are often intelligent, right? Witty, charming, good-looking, an achiever, empathetic, in need of love, caring, attentive, and much more. This is the facade that they give you. They're mirroring you. They are the perfect bundled answer to the nagging questions of life, finding meaning and companionship, compatibility and happiness. They are, in other words, ideal match, right? But now they have gone. And over a period of time, you start to realize these things. And one of the biggest things you realize is that you have been abused by the same ideal person. And the second thing is that you were regarded by the fake loving person as a disposable, dispensable, and interchangeable instrument. You were treated as an object. Now, the narcissist may be gone both physically and partially mentally. The void left in their wake still hurts, and pangs of regret and hope may still exist within you. But on the whole, the narcissist is transformed into a narrative, a symbol, another life experience, a truism, a glitch. It was never real, y'all. And as the narcissist has already vanished from your life, the aching will also go with time. And you don't have to be in a hurry to turn the page. You have to live in that. Now you have to live in this. You have to actually go through it stage by stage. Because with time, it does dissipate. It does go away. I can promise, y'all. Everything you bonded to was a complete lie. You've took so much disrespect. You've listened to so many lies. You've been cheated on so much. You was living on complete hope of changing this individual. And that was never, ever going to happen. It was a trauma bond. It was never love. It's siphoning, this steals all your energy. You are addicted to something that isn't real. And you have to transform that energy back. You have to starve the narcissist. You have to improve your life. You have to take the hurt and channel it into actions that make you feel better in life, in your life. Every little thing cuts off the outgoing flow of your life force. There are so many little things you can do to start with to improve your life. You guys, it takes a long time. I won't tell anybody that it doesn't. It takes a very long time to break the trauma bond, especially if you were someone who was in it for a very long time. Y'all, it takes a long time to redirect your energy back to yourself and pour into yourself and begin to heal. And the narcissist knows this. This is why some people get love bombed harder than others. It is very, very important to start there. Y'all, it was all a lie. Everything that they said was a lie. Everything you experienced was a lie. None of it was real. It'll be the shock of your life when you realize that it wasn't real. And you'll have no clue what's going to happen day after day. But I can guarantee you, once you get this individual out of your life, it starts to get easier. It is a lot easier to get rid of the narcissist than to stick around. Y'all, I have so many people that tell me that they stay because it feels, like it would hurt less to stay in than it is to get out. Yeah, it looks that way, but it's not. It's not. It feels better to break away than stick around and put up with this. This is how it is, guys. And you're going to feel helpless at times and strong at other times. It's a lot of ups and downs. You'll be full of energy one day, and others, you won't even want to take off your pajamas. This is the truth. And then you'll question God. You'll ask why. You'll cry. You'll rage. You'll wonder why it hurts so much. And then you'll realize that you were blinded. You were so desperate to be loved. Or maybe not. But a lot of times, that's exactly what it is. People are desperate to be loved and be in a relationship with someone who cares about them, who comes along. And the narcissist puts on a great show, don't they? They come along, they show you all these things. They're your ideal match, right? They mirror you so hard. They study you so hard. They get to learn all your likes and dislikes. And you'll find yourself saying, oh, me too. That's the same things I like to do. I don't like that either. Oh, me too. It's funny how somebody can be your ideal match. Y'all have to be on the lookout for people like this who come into your life and everything's just so perfect. We may have known it then, but we do know it now, right? If it seems too good to be true, it is. It actually is. That's a true story. No one could just be your ideal match. No one could just be perfect for you just like that. Make it make sense. But that's what you'll think. That's what you'll feel. Because they mirror you so hard. Y'all, we just weren't taught these things. We weren't. And it's a hard road to breaking that trauma bond. This individual has given you an excuse to completely change your life. Everything about yourself. Like I told you on the video before, it's funny how you meet somebody, right, that's dysfunctional, disordered, evil, and diabolical as a narcissist. And then you have to change. Not them, you. It's crazy, y'all. But you have to put the focus back on you. You have to. You have to pull yourself up from the trauma bond. And, y'all, it's a lot. You guys, when I first heard that breaking a trauma bond, breaking the addiction ship from a narcissist, because you're actually in an addiction ship, right? When I heard that breaking the addiction from a narcissist is like a heroin addict being pulled away from heroin, I was like, whoa, that's deep. That's really, really deep. That's a big deal. Of all the drugs, it's equivalent to a heroin addict. You can't make this stuff up. And the withdrawals is physically and mentally excruciating. But it's doable. Because if it wasn't, there wouldn't be not one person on this planet that managed to stop doing drugs. And we all know there are enough of them. And how do they do it? Despite suffering, they refrain from giving in to their urges. That's how. And they did it for so long, a long enough time to stop longing for the fix. And that's all there is to it. If you find it extremely hard, get yourself a hobby. Take your mind off of it. And if you think you're the only one hurting like this, you're not. Millions have gone before you, and millions will still follow. It's just a chemical dependency messing with you. And to put things into perspective, it makes it easier. You're not heartbroken and distraught. You're longing for a fix. That's it, that's all. You're longing for the narcissist to be who you thought that they were. It's an addiction, y'all. And you're longing for the addiction. There are no temporary fixes. Because guess what? If you don't break the trauma bond, it will inevitably lead to your destruction. And that's the way it works. Just have to say no and stay away. You are not you, you know? Remember that. You were a creation of the narcissist hypnosis. You have to delete the script, the scenery, the props, the costumes. You have to delete the whole stage, the environment. And honestly admit that in every state of mind you go through, in the aftermath, there is shame about how much you let yourself be stupefied. This is what it is, y'all. And you have to stay away from the magician if you want to be your own master and feel dignity again. You're out now. There was a time when you were asked, you know, so many things that you had no answers for. But once you're away from that narcissist and the fog begins to clear, things change. And you know what? I say stupefied because you know why? When you're with the narcissist, once you get out of the first thing you start doing is what? Beating up on yourself. You feel like you were stupid. You allowed this to happen. The narcissist played you. You beat up on yourself so bad. And y'all, I'm going to tell you right now, it happened to me. This keeps people dumped down for so long, for beating up on themselves, for staying much longer, or keep going back when they shouldn't have, when you knew better. Y'all, you can't beat up on yourself. You were fooled, y'all. These individuals are master manipulators. It happens. You're not the only one. Don't beat up on yourself. Remember, I told you, watch what you feed yourself. Manifestation is real. Like I told you, it's an addiction. But you can break the habit. I promise. There's a lot of things you can do to weaken that trauma bond. It'll take time. But it can happen. All you need is a sprinkle of enlightenment on your path. With the narc knowledge, that'll help you let go. That's what it is, guys. And as crazy as all this stuff sounds, this is what it is. Y'all, you can't make this stuff up. Y'all, lots of people are going through this right now. And it may be hard to separate yourself from in the beginning, but I promise you, You can shake the habit. You gotta remember, your brain is physically, addicted to the flood of cortisol and dopamine that you've been receiving during the abuse. It's just gonna take time for your brain to work out all this new normal. You'll be craving. These cravings take place. And they don't have an NPD patch, right? There's no patch for this. But, over time, y'all, there's things you can do to take the edge off the cravings. And with time, it will go away. Y'all, you're talking to somebody who's been through the cravings. Between cortisol, dopamine, serotonin, all this stuff, you guys, listen. The addiction ship is real. And it hurts like hell, y'all. It hurts. If I did it, you can do it. I promise. If you're still stuck in that trauma bond, these things work, y'all. It's things you can do. And it won't be easy. It's doable. It's necessary. And in the end, it's definitely worth it. Easier said than done, I know. But it's worth it. You guys, that's it for this video, okay? Take the time to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your bell so you will know when I'm coming through with another video. Until next time, guys.